So, hello again to skip it. I guess it's not skipping. To Syberia for Revengence. I really enjoyed this game so far. I think it's been really excellent thus far. And right now, I was going to continue doing my homework for like Dutch class, which I have to do for some god unknown reason, despite the fact that I did it on a fucking university. But then I discovered that most of the homework that I would have to potentially do on it is something that I've already done. It's just that the stupid e-learning page did not save it. It's not the first time it happened, not the second time it happened, the third time it happened. I'm refusing to do it for the third. I'm refusing to do them for the fourth time. I'm just going to explain to the teacher that if he wants me to actually do this homework, or rather if he wants to actually see this homework from me, and he needs to, I don't fucking know, do something about it, because, or like contact these people, because this is just so demoralizing. In any case, let's continue. It's so demoralizing because I've done it already. Several times I've done it. I don't mind doing a homework. It's not that bad. It's not even that difficult. It's just that at a certain point, when you are having to do the same exact thing, you're just, yeah, no, fuck this shit. Alright, and now all kinds of possibility for monetization are done. Okay, last time I remember we enabled the orchestra. That's where I finished last time. Katie, please go down. And we can now go to the... Go a little bit faster. Walk up. We can go pick up the documents that we were promised.
Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your concert so much. Now I can retire fulfilled.
Glad to have been of service. I believe you have a file for me.
Of course, of course. Here it is. Dana Rose, just like you asked.
Thanks. At last! Oh, no address here. Oh, this is definitely Dana's file. Now, the address. Dana's home address in 1937. A detached house, it seems. Number 20, Brücke del Nebel. The Bridge of Mists, huh?
Found what you were looking for?
I think so. Well, thank you. And goodbye.
No, thank you, Fraulein.
Let's see. This guy is standing there. He's my favorite character so far. It's not the way to go. There is something, it's like a certain level of dedication that the creators of this series have to awkward movement. It's not like you have to have like really good movement for a point-and-click adventure game, but they keep finding new ways to make it awkward. I understand that this has to do with transition from 2D backgrounds to 3D environments, and honestly, this is so much better than the game that we are never gonna speak about had going on. But it's still weird. Maybe this controls better if you're playing this with a controller, because they don't even have an option to use arrow keys, even if you wanted to.
I say, this is a very unpleasant way of traveling, Kate Walker.
I know, Oscar. I promise I'll let you out as soon as possible, okay?
Girl, it's not like you haven't seen an automaton, or maybe a talking cat, in this city. Like, there is an automaton just driving the freaking tram. Don't act so surprised.
Okay, Oscar. Now we have to find Dana's old house.
Do you recall the number, Kate Walker?
According to her registration form from the Music Academy, it was number 20. The bridge is exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s. Except that it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated.
Alright. Now, a good question is, how the hell do I find the number 20? It's 13, okay. 14, 15. Okay, so we need to be on the other side of the street, that's for sure.
A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later. A book about Vaughan's
Get it
history
now,
during the
girl.
war. Maybe it could be useful later.
16. And that's 14, so gotta go this way. What's this?
Looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council.
I mean, I can kind of understand. I can understand where they're coming from in this. It's like, if you can't have any kind of business going because the buildings are too old and they have way too many rules. I mean, the town is just gonna go dead if nobody can make any money.
So this is where Dana grew up. I wonder if she'd recognize the town of her childhood today. I think she would. That is, if she's still alive. The musical square looks like it's turned into a tourist trap, whereas in the Bridge District, it seems like time stood still. It's quite eerie, really. Like if the neighborhood were artificially frozen in time.
Yeah, against their will, it seems. I know that for one in the Netherlands there is actually not so much a law, but they just do something out of percussion. Buildings that are about 100 years old get demolished, or rather right before they reach 100 years old, because they don't want trashy buildings to basically become old enough that they could be considered of any kind of value.
Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere. A gift shop.
Those shelves do look similar to what they were before.
There's number 20. Dana's old house.
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
Oh no. They're selling candles.
On holiday in the region, Fräulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service.
I must say you have a beautiful shop, Frau Heigl.
Thank you, Fräulein. All our souvenirs are made for excellence, as we like to say here, all by local craftsmen. Were you looking for something in particular?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No, my husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighborhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, They left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Wagen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. A few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organized riots against vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Roses.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war, here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fraulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you.
Well, she has a
I'm very
point.
sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fraulein, I have a customer.
I conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oscar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker.
Made in Wagen.
This looks lovely. Well, I can't seem to be able to steal anything. But she's busy. Hi! Haven't seen you in a while.
More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about. I mean, it's probably because I don't do it frequently enough, or like don't have subscribers and, you know, all the other stuff like that. I only started
It's
like
right in Frau Heigel's line
a
of vision,
couple
too.
minutes ago, so
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
have
miss
to draw
much.
her away if I want to sneak through that service door to the upper floors.
Okay.
Frau Heigel won't let me enter the service entrance. What should I do?
Remember Nick Canton, Kate Walker. What better than a diversion?
Oh, well... Make a diversion. I don't really see any way to make a diversion unless I were to call her phone or something, but I didn't see that as an option. I do not have my old Nokia, and my god, is the frame rate on the preview really slow. Kate Walker, okay.
That's a great idea, Oscar. But how do you create a diversion?
That Frau Hegel seems to care a great deal about the quality of the products in her shop. Wouldn't it look great if we added, let's say, an exotic touch?
Exotic touch. What could we do? Well, I don't really have anything.
Oh, Mom.
I don't really see anywhere where I could use anything. Am I supposed to throw mud at her window? There's still more stuff over here. Or maybe not. Nope. Let's see on the other side of the street. Can I walk down there? Let's see. I could just read the third. I could just read the third hint, but I wanna first take a look. Okay, that seems like it's going to be
Protests in the
relevant.
neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dana.
Oh, what's this? Girl, I clicked it.
In loving memory of all those who lost their lives that terrible night.
Well, if it's alphabetical, we don't see Dana.
I was not conceived to perform this function, Kate Walker.
Oh, really? I mean, probably not not a coincidence.
Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it?
Okay, I see.
Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it?
I don't believe I have anything. Let's scrape it off with the music
No.
box. With the
Wrong
wallet.
one. Impossible.
And then Oscar was not gonna do it because he wouldn't do anything useful. Okay, he doesn't necessarily say anything. Okay, so I need to find some detergent. I wish I could move the camera just like a tiniest bit more. Okay, they seem to be doing renovation here, so they should have some kind of a rag or something. This probably requires some money. Oh, neat.
One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vagen.
Made in England, I guess?
Whoa! That's one shrill version of the hymn of Vaughan.
Oh god, this reminds me of something. I gotta quickly. Oops. I wanna quickly look up something, real quick. Just. There we go. This.
Scheiße!
Exactly. Okay, that's all. That's all there is to it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Alright, now let's find a rag, maybe. If I can find one. What's this? Oh no, I don't want to go up. There's 2 of them for going up. Don't need to do that. By the way, is the frame rate just is the frame rate on the stream just as bad as what it looks like on the preview that I'm looking at? Because on the preview it's like really, really, really stuttery, whereas when playing it's not as bad. Wallpaper? What? Oh, speaking of other obscure RPGs, I've recently played through Ultima 4, and it was truly the most dreadful experience. It's like simultaneously super impressive, but also really awful. Yeah, I thought so. For the next stream, I probably will just lower the frame rate to like 30.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir.
That woman from outside should just like
there
tell
it
on
is.
us.
How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Now let's break into her house, her property that she pays a lot of money for. And she specifically said she does not invite us because she doesn't know us.
Why don't you try to locate Dana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigl won't come up.
Wow. But yeah, Ultima 4. Equal parts amazing and terrible. Super impressive considering when it was made, but also I literally had to make an Excel spreadsheet to know what I was doing.
It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up.
Because the game has like...
More stock for the shop.
because the game has like no indication of what you had already done. So you just need to remember. Okay, nothing interesting here, it seems.
It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up.
Oh.
This is where Frau Heigl must take her breaks.
Yeah, I don't. Basically, I had to do it because it was basically the last game that we haven't covered for the Sega Master System yet, and also I was promised $50 for it, which in the end it wasn't worth it. But $50 is still $50.
This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Vagen.
Yeah, this was this is actually after the Second World War. So the house was actually left intact, as we can see on the picture. Oh, okay, I went back to here. Let's go to the next floor. A little bit weird to have a bathroom going straight into the outside.
Nothing of interest in here.
Maybe this was like one family flat. She wanna... Oh, there is a thing. Don't worry, the 7 years of unluckiness probably had already run out like a long time ago. I am really glad that this game has like this modernized system of like clicking. Like for example, I need to be somewhere around this for the look to engage, and it points out where things are when I get close to it, so I don't have to click on literally every single piece of the
Double
scenery.
bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The
What,
number
you're
of
saying that
rooms
Dana
don't
didn't
add
have
up.
any game?
Just what I needed.
So am I supposed to get like a claw arm or something? For a second there, I thought this was like a scooter. Like, you know, one of those electric scooters. They really love this one red toolbox. I've seen it literally everywhere.
A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
There is no date. So yeah, we have confirmed that she in fact lived here, as though we didn't know. But it would be handy to know, for example, until when she lived here. Okay, nothing else. can't seem to use the ladder. Yeah, basically, it's like, just like, oh, those, like, you can just do this and then you will see exactly where you need to pay attention to. It still doesn't rule out everything because a camera angle can change, but it does make it so much less annoying. It doesn't seem like I can actually interact with anything here.
Just what I needed.
Maybe I need to go downstairs for this one and just fish out that one box. Because it doesn't seem like...
Nothing of interest in here.
Yeah, exactly, like she said. Let's just rule out the... So there'll be 2 rooms backwards, more or less. Anything here? Did I already check this? I think I did. Yeah, I did. This is actually something I have noticed about like modern game design versus older game design. I mean, newer games are often way easier, but that also, in terms of a game that's mostly for storytelling, like this one, it doesn't make it bad, because, I mean, hell, last time I played for like 6 hours straight, and I think that means they're doing something right.
According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north.
And,
The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic.
no date on it. Yeah, what I was gonna say is, for games that are not intended to be like challenging or difficult, and you just want people to essentially experience an interactive movie where you just walk around and take in the scenery, sure, like why not just make it easy, like this game. I was able to keep playing it without getting bored of it for so long because all of the elements were relatively easy to figure out. There isn't as much of an emphasis on finding items and using them on arbitrary things.
It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. That's it, Oscar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the 2nd floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that 3rd floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Heigl, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see.
Or I could make a small hole and put Oscar in it. And we would have like a Super Monkey Ball mini game with terrible physics. No, but how do we leave the store? Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yes, Oscar is now a robot armadillo. I think I can show you. See, this is his spinball form.
I'm so glad he's back.
Yes, Kate Walker? Is there anything that requires my assistance? I'm counting on you to transplant my mechanical heart as soon as we come across an XZ-2000 automaton. Is everything all right, Kate Walker?
There was like a whole section where he lost control of his armadillo form and just and you just
I would have preferred it to still be full of
sewers.
paintings, I think.
I already examined that. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I hope you won't hold it against me.
Okay, girl. I planted garbage in your store and then broke into your quarters. I saw a fire escape on the right side of the building. And there we go.
Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
Well, there is a mechanism right over here.
Better try something else. So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase.
Yeah, they're all bricked.
Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
Just throw Oscar in there.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down.
I didn't even notice it was there. And there's a Vorarlberg key. Of course, you've
Looks like
thrown
there's a
out the one that
mechanism
you
up
used
there to
last
lower
time.
The ladder.
It's like, girl, just keep a set. We've been through this. These keys keep coming in handy. Imagine being a mechanic with the same kind of logic as she is. Oh, the key number 13. I guess I'm not gonna need it anymore. Needs it in the next 30 seconds again. Okay, it doesn't seem like I can interact with anything. Use robot armored. I can't interact with anything anymore, it seems. Unless they mean the vines. Yeah, the railing.
That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
You're not Lara Croft, even though you may have similar
According to
hair.
my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker. And even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
For the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oscar. So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
Throw Oscar.
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
I was not made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
You're a
Come
toy.
on, Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Okay.
Kate Walker, help! I believe I am stuck here.
Okay.
Stay calm, Oscar. I'm coming.
I thought he was going to climb around the pipe. Yeah, why did you do it the other way?
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
Okay, can I see my little feet? I want to see my little feet. No. No, damn it, I can't.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar.
Oh, I am Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew.
Wow, his vision has like a lot of chromatic aberration. Like, girl, I can see all the R, G's, and B's. Move.
That useless body. Now I must find another way.
No, no. Turn around. Probably need to climb up further.
And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
dear. That can't
Okay,
be
now
good.
it's
Oh,
now it's going to be
dear.
Pokemon. I need to
Now,
defeat
Miss
them
Pigeon.
with Tackle.
Madam Pigeon, then. I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker, I'm going to need you again.
How am I supposed to get rid of that pigeon?
Throw garbage on the floor.
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
Better try something else.
No, garbage is perfectly fine for a pigeon. It's like throw a piece of bread on the ground. It's
You
going
can't
to
throw it
eat.
at the pigeon. But maybe I can use it some other way.
What? At least I'm glad we didn't
Made our point, I guess.
attack the pigeon. And it's too bad that I don't have full range of movement.
Now, maybe this body will be useful in the end.
I wouldn't do that over here. Where did he get that from? Did he just like extend that from his mouth?
Locked, of course.
Well, we have a rock. Oh, we had a rock. Use Oscar on...
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now,
2,
how...
3.
Finally!
Undignified! Oh my. Oh my. Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton? Really, if Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of Dana after No doubt about it. This must have been Dana's room.
What do we have here?
It's from the Music Academy. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
Okay, they should be correct in this orientation, right? I don't know, I'm not... Like, I know nothing about music. Oh, well, I guess I don't have to know anything about music. Let's see. Well, the picture, we're missing one of the symbols. There's this one with the two dinguses. There is the wiggle with a wiggle with the thingy, There is the I symbol, and then there is the note. Okay. I believe it's this one. Then there is the squiggle. Then there is the curious eye. And then there is the note. And we just go one by one. I think I already went in a circle. Yeah, I already tried all of the options. Let's take a look again. Maybe I'm missing some detail.
Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
And I don't think they're upside down because I haven't seen anything that looked any different than that. Maybe I need a different note. Because some of these elements repeat several times over. It's a terrible lock. Oh, there is a...
That's not it. I should search for more clues in the room.
No. We almost have it. Wait. Okay, so...
The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why.
Okay, so I think... I'm missing a clue, so I'm just gonna get back to it later. It's on the other side anyway, okay.
There's something underneath.
It's her lesbian
Can't
porn.
reach it. Can't be that heavy.
Yeah, so... I'm just going to, like... take a screenshot with a delay of 5 seconds. Back to the game. As in... take a screenshot with a delay of 5 seconds. And I'm gonna put it over here. There we go. Okay. I think I have enough clues. So this part and this part need to be empty. So I need a different eye symbol. Does this look right? Yes. This one is correct already. The question is whether the rest is right as well. And, oh, I could try. Well, there we go.
It's blocking it. Thing's stuck. It's blocking it. Thing's stuck.
Use Oscar on thing. Oh. That was almost correct.
This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Baltayar. The High Plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors.
Oh, so are we gonna be playing? Are we gonna be playing from his perspective now?
Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger. Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Goruns really got to him.
What do you expect trying to find a Yeti? Of course, it's going to be hard.
All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp.
Oh, this looks really cute. Really nicely modeled, too.
These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. No chance of me venturing to the mountain without that. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it.
Oh, I get to actually look at this. Nice. Ooh, this is just like the pictures in the... just like the sketches in the books in the first and second game. I like this. And there's also stuff that you can read. Nice. Okay. I thought there would be a little bit more, but alright. I remember in the first and second one, these documents were like, you had to scroll the pages for like good... you had to scroll the pages for like good 10 to 20 minutes, like Anna's diary, for example. Hi. How are you? We got to finally throw Oscar and use him to smash a window.
Better get going before.
You know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you? Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
You know full well Huss and the Brown Shadow forced me into this. And besides, my mission was to guide you and the rest of the expedition here, not to get involved in your harebrained research.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right. I'm not your enemy, you know.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the Brown Shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer. Please. Now!
Okay, seriously, if you were in like a situation of, so you're gonna get $1 million, but you gotta find Yeti. If you don't, Nazis are gonna kill you. What would be your choice?
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his.
I asked you to go up the river and find Sauer.
The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it.
Take it.
The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it. Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet.
And they're just letting it, like, stand right there. Oh. Gertrude.
Can't have been easy for Bauer to leave his daughter just after she was born. This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned in for the night. Bauer's daughter. I sometimes forget I'm not the only one who left behind someone dear back across the mountains.
Yeah, it's like, you know, okay, pick it up, give it to him. I think this is just one of those things where they specifically just want you to look at stuff. Okay, let's fill in the canteen.
With this, I'll be able to venture out for as long as it takes to find Sour.
I think you're overestimating the amount of water you have there.
No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have already taken off in search of the Gorun.
Okay, I do not have a code, but maybe I'll find.
Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
It's a great idea to always keep your alcohol where you keep your bullets. I mean, it wouldn't be out of place if this was in America, but they're in, like... That's a good question. They're somewhere in Syberia.
Go and find Sour.
Yeah, this is a brilliant cage for your caveman, your Yeti, whatever it is you Nazi want to find. And this is the moment that you would just like collapse if you didn't pick up the water, and it would be a game over.
Better get going.
I don't think there were any other interactables at the camp anyway. Well, the game already saved over, so I guess I'm fucked.
Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountains soon, or we won't survive.
I guess they're in Tibet.
Autumn is here.
Damn it.
We'd better leave the mountains soon, or we won't survive.
Yeah, this game has absolutely no cutscene skip, which is the least progressive thing, really, because even the game from 2002
Anyone
had
there?
even the original Syberia let you just like click through dialogues.
Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out.
This axe looks horrible.
One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's Sour all over. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. most probably sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here.
Yeah, that's like that's something that the series was always consistently good at. It's pretty. Oh, what do we have here?
What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation. What in God's name is that?
Could be a bird.
Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
A go-room. Yes, it's a go-room. I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you.
So I guess they make those little things.
Current's too strong to swim across. Better find another way.
Those little statues.
All sorts of debris has been carried by the river. But other than trying to build a raft, I don't know what use it can be.
Oh, there we go. We destroyed a tree. Okay.
The trunk isn't very thick.
That's not gonna cut it. Like, literally, I don't think it will. It's not gonna do it. Seriously? It actually worked. I thought I would have to pick up the axe that we found before.
Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking.
Wouldn't this just be a chimpanzee?
Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you.
Wearing pants?
I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill? There you go.
Hello there.
Good boy.
Why is
All
giving
right.
Monkey a knife even an option? Hold the left click.
Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella. Good boy. Eat up, fella.
Why am I so close now? Eat your dry biscuit, and he's like, without tea, you Neanderthal.
It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little fella, if you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes? It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better.
So the Nazis can
Hold
gut you and
I'll be right back. Just be
and stuff
patient,
you for a
little fella.
museum.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. Leave the thing you've been searching for all this time.
They should do fine to hold the Goran splint together.
Okay. There was a rock. No, I mean a stick over here. There's a bunch of sticks.
They're straight enough to help get the Goran back to camp.
Straight like the gays ain't.
The Goran might become anxious if I leave now. That mark, judging by the shape, must have been made by the Goran, probably before he got injured. I wonder what it means. Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little. There, wasn't so bad, was it?
Wow, he did it really quickly. Still, tying knots and putting on socks is the hardest thing to do in 3D.
Now we just need to find a way to get you back across. Hey, did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh?
How long can it take for that guy to get back from the camp? I mean, we haven't seen a lot of the things in real time, but still.
Now we just have to wait for the others.
This is the most awkward date. I've been there.
Huh? Oh. You want another biscuit? You learn quick. It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual.
It's almost like Nazis saw something in them that they could abuse.
It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it. What's that?
There it is. His family came back.
Pass me the rifle.
Must be the Goran's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? Are you mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, then we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we needed her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No! Sorry about that, burger, but I couldn't let you shoot them. Reinhard, you alright?
But he's killed Berger.
Wow, this escalated.
Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Gorin, sir. So I had no intention to...
Shut it, assassin!
My head.
Oh, they left him behind. And they skedaddled. No, they're still there.
Oh dear Lord. Berger. I'm sorry. I never meant to... That stone looks sharp enough. If I can reach it, maybe I can cut...
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Convenient for them.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you. You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Ah.
Yes, but what?
It's nice to see that they weren't all idiots. Douchebags.
So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like.
The question is whether it even ever reached Dana. It reached her house. But we don't know
Always
if she was
remember
actually
that
there.
my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Alpine lover.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet?
No,
Dana,
she did
come
reach
quick!
her.
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.
Oh. Does it mean that she's pregnant with him?
The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it.
That's actually written in Polish. Interesting. Yeah, it's from Krakow as well.
I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls. But now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years.
Oh, Syberia was released on everything. Like, you can play it on the PS2, on the Xbox, on the PS3, Xbox 360, the Switch, PS4, like literally anything. There is also a terrible, just absolutely disgusting port of it on the DS. The second game is more or less similar, it just never got a DS port, thank God.
I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Herr Zimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice. Junta inspired me, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna make a new screenshot of this, because this is the fuller version. Oh no, the DS version is terrible. It's like, there is a way to make there is a way to like demake games in a let's put it this way, graceful way, you know, where it's still fun, but the DS version of Syberia, not so much. It's you know how in Syberia they made fantastic use of the soundtrack, where it was mostly ambience and you only ever really got to hear the music whenever you visit a new location or did the did some kind of a puzzle. Yeah, no dice in that one. It just had like a 10-second loop of a song from each chapter, and it would just keep playing on the loop.
They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna. Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help. Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl. But I know it's not true.
there is something over here.
Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already.
What do we got here?
As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes. My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama. But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't. The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true.
Okay, let's see.
I hope you are well, Leon, wherever you are now. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy. I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going.
So that's why we were even able to find these things. Why would you need to pack the sanatorium brochure? It's not like... I mean, you'd be better off putting
that
it
should be it
in your pocket.
All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter.
Diary. No, I can't. No. Game? No. There's like several points of exit. My diary is over here, right?
I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter. That scientist I met at the refuge, Horst Sauer, he brought me the letter after his return from Baltayar. Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while. All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains, and that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
I'm just going to... I have no idea.
I don't know. But every time we find a new piece of the puzzle, Dana's story becomes more complex.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes. But what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you.
Well, it seems that this room has basically been untouched, and we only see the Nazi symbol.
The room was ransacked and pillaged during a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day.
We don't really have any more clues in this place. Not anymore, at least. So let's see. Can I actually exit from here? Am I gonna find the... I'm gonna find the brick wall.
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge.
Ooh.
Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet. So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications. Come on, Oscar. We need to find more clues. Dana's initials.
That is her handkerchief.
Dana's initials.
We were on the other side of this wall earlier, Kate Walker.
It's like we've gone through a looking glass.
I do not understand, Kate Walker.
Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you say so, Kate Walker.
There doesn't seem to be anything here anymore. I mean, I guess we gotta leave the way we came.
I'd better continue searching on the bridge.
I am also under the impression there's nothing else to find here, Kate Walker.
Thank you. Oh yeah, there is the monument, which will confirm whether or not she died here. But again, we don't have anything to scrape the dirt off of it.
Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here. Vogt, Weiss. Dana isn't mentioned here.
Of course, she would be around here. She could be this one, for example.
Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it? Otto? Pfeiffer? What if...
I don't think I found anything I could clean with. Oh. This didn't look like that kind of dirt, honestly.
Anton and Lena Rose.
So that's
Dana's
her parents.
Oh God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure.
Okay, I can't check it anymore. Where could I actually check that?
Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere.
I mean, this lady doesn't know anything.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein.
It's Fräulein. I know that's also wrong, but I don't care. Let's see. This lady from the tram. This isn't a place that I can visit.
Huh.
Yeah, the history, there we go.
According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, no, let's go to the rector. That seems interesting. I know this is not actually required to progress, but this is the one additional goal where I'm like, yeah, I could do that. Music Academy. No, I want to go to the Music Academy. Why won't you let me do that? Okay, I'm just gonna go there.
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose. I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling. Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But here's our tram. Would you be so kind?
That's the lady from the very beginning of the game who was hogging all of the phone booths.
So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
I read that you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK before and during the war. So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm sure you'll agree. So I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent?
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists.
You could have waited.
That's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Valtair. What a mess that was.
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vagen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand.
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
Poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
So, that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
Sounding suspicious. Did you call the US government and tell them that Katie is over here?
I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Can't you just tell me what we're doing here?
I know it must seem cruel, speaking in riddles and keeping up all this mystery like a bloody fortune teller, but I promise you must see for yourself.
Okay then.
And don't forget, miss, section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Oof. Cold as hell here. I've still a few things to do here.
Damn it. No, no, no.
How the heck do I get myself into these situations? These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something. There's something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
Yeah, we're going to a graveyard.
This place gives me the creeps. Looks like... Oh, jeez.
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my god, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot that Colonel Blake mentioned.
Section 08. Section 08 is over there. I don't have time to get lost in that maze.
What am I supposed to use here?
Section 08 is over there. I don't have time to get lost in that maze.
I don't even know where the starting point is.
A cemetery? Oh my god. Section B.
No, 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 no. Third. Oh, Katie. No, no, no. Controls. Katie, go back. Section B. Now I have a reference point. So I just need to... Oh, that doesn't make any sense. So section A would be that way. But it seems that there is a path blocked. Move.
Impossible to read. Section D.
Section D. B and D. It's over there. A needs to be over here. Okay. That adds up. So I just need to go to the end of that corridor and just keep following up. Shouldn't be too difficult.
The inscription has faded away. Section G.
Is this an outhouse?
The undertakers must store their tools in it. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. Section K. A dead end. I'll have to go back.
Yeah. Just as I thought. No, go back. Okay. The worst part of this section is not the fact that this is a maze, because this is actually a fairly reasonable maze. The controls just are not good for this.
It's not here. I need directions. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
I can imagine that she's not going to want to go through the shrubbery. Of course not.
Illegible.
No, Kate, please.
Section F.
Like, honestly, if I could just swing the camera, this would be a little bit easier.
Impossible to read. It seems so old. This place must be centuries old. The undertakers must have forgotten it. The undertakers must have forgotten it.
Then take it.
Section M. Illegible.
Let's see. Okay, this is where I was before. This is section O.
Section O. That's it. Anna Rose, 1938. Gone to a better place. Oh no. What happened?
Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So she remained at the sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
That's how she survived the pogroms.
Yes, but that didn't mean she was safe.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
So I guess any kind of relation with Kate is out of the picture in this case scenario. Pre-rendered
Dana stayed in
cutscene?
London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office. She had no family, no friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided.
What is Sam? What am I doing here? Investigation on enemy units. Surface to air. Okay. Two SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. I guess that makes sense. A tank division is leaving next to Brest. Okay. A tank division from Cherbourg. Where is Cherbourg? Cherbourg sounds... That's Strasbourg, Brussels, Calais, that's None of it is going to sound like Berg. Oh, this is. A tank division is leaving Cherbourg to reach Sam Battery next to Brest. Okay. I can't spell France either. Let's see. What is the next one? Sam Battery near Cayenne is still active. Sam Battery near Cayenne. I'm always like... Okay, another report. Two tank divisions are still positioned in Belgium. Le Havre. Tank. 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 Is that correct? Another tank division left for I think this is right. Oh, there is another one. I didn't even notice this one. Okay, a submarine is still positioned in the Northern Sea. Wow, that's very helpful. Submarine in the Northern Sea. Okay, I guess there's only one place, thankfully. And two of the three submarine position the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. I have a feeling that this one... Two of the three, so there is still a submarine over here. There should be a submarine over here, and this needs to become a submarine. And this will become a SAM, and this will become a tank. This makes more sense. A submarine left Cherbourg to meet with one position near Brest. A submarine left Cherbourg to meet with one position near Brest in the... Okay. So there's two in...
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ew.
If I follow the instructions on the reports correctly, I should be able to place all the units mentioned.
I have a feeling that this one doesn't belong here at all. And that I should put one like somewhere here, but it's like vague.
I should check the reports.
No, this is wrong.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on them. Looks like I've been... I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Okay, from the top. Once again. Our scouts have confirmed that 2 tank divisions are still positioned in Belgium. Okay. 2 tank divisions are in Belgium. I cannot put anything more in Belgium. This has to be correct. Please note that another tank division left for Le Havre. Maybe what they mean is it's on the way.
I should check the reports.
It's
I
no,
think
not
I've
right.
made mistakes on the map.
Okay. This one was the most complicated. 2 SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. Towards Dover. I feel like this one is definitely incorrect.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on them. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
I'm just gonna assume that that one is the right one, and let's say a tank division leaving Cherbourg. Yeah, I don't know what's like the correct pronunciation of anything. A tank division is leaving Cherbourg to reach SAM near Brest. So there has to be a SAM near Brest already. This has got to be right. And a tank division is leaving Cherbourg. So that means they're on their way, and there is no other place where I could have placed it. Sam want breast. Of the chicken kind. Sam battery near Caen still active. Cayenne has 2 locations. I have no other place to put it. Yeah.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Look, I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
A submarine is still positioned in the Northern Sea. That's check. There is no other position possible. 2 of 3 submarines positioned in Celtic Sea have left. For Cherbourg. So these are the 2 positions that I could pick. Celtic Sea only has one position, so this has to be correct. That's Irish Sea already, so that's not right either. A submarine left Cherbourg to meet with one position near Brest. A submarine so Brest has one, check, and a submarine. Oh.
Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. According to the reports, most of the units are found in the sea areas, along the French coast, and some in Belgium. According to the reports, most of
Okay, I
the
need to
units
load
are
for
found in the
another
sea areas,
hint
along the
because
French
I
coast,
am
and some in
stuck.
Belgium.
Okay, let's check that last one more time. The submarine is still positioned Northern Sea. No other way to do it. 2 of the 3 submarines are positioned at the positioned at the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. So those are the 2 of the 3. 3 total, yes. And then a submarine left Cherbourg to meet with one position near Brest at the Northern Atlantic Ocean. North Atlantic Ocean. If I had a position like right here, that would be the perfect spot. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I can't figure out what the solution is.
The reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. All we need to do is to place them correctly according to the information contained in the documents.
Four anti-air, that's correct.
In all, the reports speak of 14
1, 2.
units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. All we need to do is to place them correctly according to the information contained in the documents.
So I already have the place. I already have the amounts exactly correctly. At least I don't have to worry about that. It's just the arbitrary placement, which is the problem. Okay.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna look it up because I have no idea anymore where to place them. I'm probably missing something incredibly obvious. Hold up. Okay, let's take a look at the map. So the submarines on the left side of the map are correct. The submarines on the north, on the English Channel are correct, and the Northern Sea are correct. Okay, all submarines are right. Now, Okay, now I get it. Okay, I made a dumb mistake. I assumed that one of those units would be in Dover. They're positioned towards Dover.
I should check the reports.
Um,
I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I made a mistake on the map.
there we go.
That's it, I guess.
Okay, gonna bring up this thing.
Yunta!
Dana, darling, you can use my real name here, you know.
Sorry, but I just can't get used to it. For me, you'll always be Ginger Yunta.
Charming. I'm sure I have Lenny to thank for that, hmm? You were always too soft on that little brat.
Oh, give her a break. What are you doing here? I'm so glad to see you.
Only doing my duty, Dana, darling. A gallery invited me for a conference, so I jumped at the occasion to report back to our superiors. But it might be the last time for a while, I'm afraid. It's getting very hard to leave the occupied territories, even for a famous so-called pro-brown shadow artist like me. Anyway, how have you been since my last visit?
Well, with Leon being missing and probably lying dead somewhere in Baltear for the past 7 years, and what happened to my parents, you know how I feel. But it's all beginning to feel like a dream, Yunta. A distant dream. Especially her. And I don't want it to, you know, I don't want her, my sweet Anna, to just fade away. I'm sorry, Yunta, but could we please change the subject?
Of course, darling.
What is it?
More work for you, actually.
Oh?
Yes. The Allies need someone for an operation with the Resistance in occupied territory, and they think it should be you. But truth be told, Dana, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Why not? I did volunteer for field operations. They've trained me a lot for that.
I know, Dana, but this operation will happen in Ostertal, right next to Vagen, actually.
I see.
Look, you don't need to answer me this minute. And no one would blame you if you declined the mission. We all know you don't only have happy memories of Vagen. You still have time to think it over. But before you give your final answer, they need you to identify the resistance group that will execute the operation. It's all explained here. And of course it's all top secret stuff. So you must cross-reference the documents right here in this room. You'll have to use that thing over there.
But I don't know how to use it.
I'm sure that's easy for you. You have such a clever mind, my little virtuoso.
Well, yeah, she did use automatons at the academy.
Well, let's get cracking then.
We need a volunteer to do. 1944, so this is right before the end of the war.
Compressed air. I think I need to get the mixture right, paying close attention to the rarefied air. That must be for mixing the correct proportions of rarefied air in the system with the compressed air.
Oh, it goes this way. Okay, I see. I'm going to assume that green is the sweet spot. This goes lower. And with this, it goes higher. Okay, I guess I made it work. Oh, wait, I want to read more secret documents.
We're snowed under. The paperwork is piling up, and problems with it. I guess winning a war takes time, and it's something we cruelly lack.
Okay, that's the report that I just got. Look at it.
The Blitz ended a few years earlier, but now the Brown Shadow is sending us a new death machine. The V2.
V2?
The most widely used Allied single-seat fighter plane. I probably owe it my life, like all of us here.
Okay, that's what I looked at before. Okay. Let's inspect the typewriter. What is this?
Silly me. Can't be it. Better try something else.
So this is a computer. Yeah, Brown Shadow looks like the name sounds like somebody had a Taco Bell accident. What am I trying to look for, is the question.
I should be careful with my request. The file I need should concern a group of resistance fighters located in Ostertal.
No, that was my first thought too.
Silly me. Can't be it. Better try something else.
Can I? No. Okay, so alliances. Maybe that's no. Espionage could be it. Okay, and we've gone full circle. That's not unions, really. What other options do we have here? Infrastructures, research, resistance, troops. There we go. Maybe this will be the... This looks more promising.
Silly me. Can't be it.
Girl!
Better try something else.
Okay, maybe troops is not the right word. Resistance networks.
Let's see.
Wait, what? Okay. Interesting.
Edelweiss?
An alpine lover.
A coincidence. It must be a coincidence. The network leader's alias.
Come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly what you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on then.
All right. Your nickname will be Alpine Lover from now on. Leon! He's alive. He's alive. He's alive! I need to... Oh, good grief. But how did he... Yunta! Yunta!
So Leon made it from Baltayar. But how?
I have no idea, miss. All I know is that he survived for almost a year in the mountains before coming back to Ostertal to set up the Edelweiss resistance group.
Which made Dana accept the mission you told her about back then, right?
Of course, she was given extra training and was dropped near Vagan the following summer to carry it out. We'd better get going. It looks like the storm is coming.
You go first. I'll meet you at the tram station in a minute.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Well, there was a hammer hidden inside of the thing, and I didn't get to smash anything. At the cemetery. Feels like I should be able to
A dead end.
smash.
I'll have to go back.
Yeah, this is the original path that I wanted to take. Honestly, they kind of made too much of a deal out of this cemetery maze. Yeah, I can't go up there. Yeah, it's like over there, and like, you know, there is a hammer and you don't get to smash. Ah, okay, now I get to smash. Well, this is kind of evil.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The gates, they just closed. Oh, there must be a mechanism to open them somewhere.
There always is, Kate Walker.
The only part of like the traveling around the cemetery is the controls. That's really the only part that I had trouble with. Because otherwise... Kate, please. I just want to walk around the corner. Corner! Make it make the corner. Kate, walk there. Okay. I was this close to like picking up a controller to make her do the corner. Drift, Katie, drift. Like in Tokyo.
The Undertakers must store their tools in it. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though.
Use Oscar on lock.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
Yes, the camera just like gets way... The camera and Kate controls. That should be the new term. Like, this isn't exactly tank controls. It's not exactly the same thing as like point and click controls. This is Kate controls.
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
Well, there actually wasn't any reason for me to go up there. Oh yeah, there was a pickaxe. Yes, use Oscar on pickaxe.
Can you bring that pickaxe closer, Oscar?
Of course, Kate Walker.
Ah, he wasn't being a bitch about it this time. I actually want to go up here, since that was the only part of the cemetery that we haven't actually had to go to. Well, I mean, I guess just there.
I recognize some of the names here. Pretty interesting. But I should get back to what I was doing.
Zimmer. Our generous donors. I think Magdalena Newman has also been mentioned. So I guess that was worth it. Granted, I could walk a lot easier just by pressing a place instead of press and holding sometimes. Oh wait, I don't need to destroy the grave of this small child. I need to go here. I have a feeling that if you were to like pick up the lock, it would appear to not be attached to anything. That's what it looks like. But who am I to tell you how to do your job? Alright.
Looks like it's compatible with a bigger mechanism.
It's got a hex. No. No. I didn't get the hammer. I know, right?
This mechanism seems connected to the gates, but I can't reach it from here.
Okay, need to go around. Maybe just no. Gonna do this the hard way with Kate controls. Please. Please. God, she's like a cat. If I could only swing the camera, I should have never walked into this corner. All right. Okay, since I'm already here, I may as well explore the whole rest of the... Oh, you can just go up from here? This is so much easier than what I actually had to do. Wow. Or is this like a different part of the cemetery? I think it's the same. Yeah, this is where the... I'm just going to assume it's the same. Yeah, that adventure game logic. It's like, why did you murder that man? I thought he may have a key. Okay, Kate, now you just need to... Yes.
You seem disappointed, Kate Walker.
About what?
Well, correct me if I am wrong, but the fact that Dana Rose lost her baby and became sterile disproves your hypothesis that there can be a family link between you, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, Oscar, but I'm just stupidly over-optimistic. I wish I were like you, and not controlled by stupid emotions.
Nice of you to say, I guess.
Sorry, Oscar. That didn't come out so well.
Oh no, she's still there.
Are you all right, Miss Walker? Let's take the tram back to the guest house, Miss Walker.
I still don't know what I was supposed to use on the... No, can't go to the Musikplatz. Okay, after the next cutscene, I'm probably gonna be finishing up for today, because I still gotta make dinner and stuff. Technically also prepare for the electrotechnics class, but I think I'll be fine. Electrotechnics exam, I mean. That is the most rectangular bird I've seen in this game so far. I don't know about you alls, but I actually kind of love this kind of weather.
What about that mission Dana led with Leon's resistance network?
It didn't turn out well, Miss Walker. Actually, that's the reason I left London to be here.
Oh?
Yes. Just a second, Miss Walker. Where did I put it? What with this blasted storm? It's all over the papers. Here, have a look for yourself.
Storm. Excavation work at Devil's Pass has been interrupted. An unexpected storm has obliged the Council to remove the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War, and to move them to the Silberspiegel Refuge. Those frozen bodies near the refuge. I heard about them just yesterday. Do you mean...
There has been no formal identification yet, Miss Walker.
But it's plausible that...
That Leon, at least, is among those bodies, yes.
What happened to Leon?
According to the testimonies I've obtained, Leon was killed on that mission the Foreign Office tasked Dana to lead. An avalanche, apparently. I am one of the few people still alive to be able to identify him, which is why I'm here. If it weren't for this bloody storm, it would have been done today.
Do you think Dana could be among the bodies?
I suppose it would be logical. It would explain why I never saw or heard of her again after the mission. Yet, according to some witnesses, Dana survived the war and indeed helped resistance fighters from Wagen until the liberation. But if those testimonies were true, then Dana vanished after the war.
Well, she could have moved to another country or another continent.
What about the other bodies?
According to the medical examiner's office, in all, 3 bodies have been extracted from the ice. The one presumed to be Leon, and 2 others, a man and a woman not yet identified.
I see.
Try to stay positive, Miss Walker. Only a visual identification will allow us to be certain. We can go as soon as this storm's over, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Right.
Miss Walker, we've arrived. But you're not coming, are you? Well, Miss Walker, you might not be related to Dana, but you bloody well certainly remind me of her.
Where is she going? Is she going to the mountains again? Or is this a stupid idea? Like, literally. Yeah, she's going to the mountains.
So, instead of waiting for the storm to pass and for the official identification of the bodies, I might add, that were trapped in the ice for 6 decades, you, and by extension me, are going to climb up the mountain so you can identify them yourself.
I know, Oscar, I know. But I've just got to be sure. Because if one of those bodies turns out to be Dana,
We'll have no more trains to chase?
I mean, literally, I mean, they're probably going to do a thing right now where, oh, good thing that you came because everything got swept up and we would have never known otherwise. Because they love to do stuff like this to justify that the character being impatient was completely sensible.
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm.
Girl, you're not. You are not prepared for this.
I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case. No one here? It's not that late. I'd have thought Demoiselle Lenny would still be up.
I believe that old people retire early, don't they?
Another one of those cigars. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy. A photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Lenny also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girl's built a veritable shrine to him.
Where would she get that in the first place?
There's something truly odd going on with Demoiselle Lenny. I really ought to have a little chat with her. But before, the bodies. They are all that count right now. Too small for a door.
This is like a typical electrical, electrical station lock. I have those at work.
Look, Oscar. A distant cousin.
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? And why are you laughing?
No time to explore the refuge again. I need to
Wait.
find the frozen bodies.
She left her.
I was hoping to find Demoiselle Lenny here.
Hold on, if she's left her wheelchair.
No time to explore the refuge again. I need to find the frozen bodies.
Okay, so I guess we just ignore the super suspicious old lady getting up from her wheelchair. Or getting up or being taken.
Lenny's left her lookout post. Hardly surprising with this blizzard.
Oh, there is a man over there. Insert the coin, okay. Maybe we'll be able to see something interesting. I think it was somewhere here.
So that's where the avalanche happened that's supposed to have buried Leon during the war. Probably during the operation Yunta spoke about. The one Dana was supposed to oversee. I need to find out what happened to her. That's where the bodies were found.
And didn't they organize like a little chapel? She doesn't have anything to say about this. Okay, that's everything.
What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Wagen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if...
As if she knew the departed.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on. I need to check something in the tent anyway.
Well, fix the generator. Let's see. We have a key,
Better try something else.
but not the right one. We don't have anything else.
There must be something missing here. The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Didn't you come across a jerry can earlier? Better go check it out.
Yes! Thanks, Oscar! Empty. Wrong one. Looks like this one's full.
Oh, that tree was going wild. Somebody's observing us. Well, we still actually don't know who that man with the cigarettes was. We've seen him at the start. We've seen him like when we first got in here. Maybe that's the hermit that brings her wood and stuff. Okay.
Nothing. Speak to me, Oscar!
This button must have turned on the generator, Kate Walker. But you still need to use the starter.
Okay! Thanks, Oscar!
The starter. Let's see. I don't see anything else I could interact with aside from this over here.
There must be something missing here. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that's the obvious solution, but that's not it. Ay, 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 ay.
Got the tank all filled. Now I just need to start the generator.
Yes, use Oscar, throw baby. I still think that... Oh, I missed this completely.
Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there.
That's the same biscuit case as what they had.
Must be to crank
what
up the
Leon had.
generator.
All right.
Nothing. I must have forgotten something.
Yeah, I probably have to turn it on first. No.
Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there.
That's not that disgusting. Okay. Inspect the common room. I don't want to actually miss that one because I think there could be something interesting. And suspicious. Talk.
That bloody...
No time to explore the refuge again. I need to find the frozen bodies. Another one of those cigars. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy.
What else is there to explore? She won't let me.
They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed.
Is that it? I mean, I've already inspected the common room. And I can't go upstairs, so yeah, I guess I'll probably miss the 100% on this one as well. Honestly, these requirements for like inspecting everything are a little bit obscure.
Forensics Institute of Vagen. Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe he's been dead for over 60 years. That's quite amazing. And grim at the same time. An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s. That can't be Dana.
Can I... they don't want to show...
That's not Dana in this body bag.
White man.
That's it, Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. What a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Lenny in the refuge. Looks like the rescuers left in a hurry after they moved the bodies here. Must have been surprised by the blizzard.
I don't blame them. Okay, to be honest, this situation is a lot less extreme than what I had imagined it would be like. I thought she would go to that chapel that they arranged that was only visible through the telescope.
Demoiselle Lenny is resting upstairs.
Hello? Sir?
Are you sure you want to follow that individual, Kate Walker?
I don't think he looked threatening, rather the opposite,
I know,
Oscar.
right? That would be exactly her thing. But no, they moved it right next to here. Which, like, I'm perfectly fine with that. What have we got here?
Sir? Are you there?
He walked really weird. What is that picture on the top right?
What have we got here?
Oh my god. He brought the Yeti with him.
This portrait, it looks like Leon. The style reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described in his letter from Baltayar. The one made by the...
Dana.
The Go-Rune.
No, not Dana. She's old, like me.
I'm Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
But now I must kill
from
you.
Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way, Mr.
Ludwig. Ludwig Hardtack.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the Resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
Leon. My brother.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they? That little figure there, that's you, isn't it? When you were a child in Baltayar.
Yes.
And the two adults there, are they your parents?
Uh-huh.
Looks like a river. And that little figure looks wounded. Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
Yes. Leon.
That group. Is it your tribe, Mr. Ludwig?
Yeah.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar? Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains. Then you went with Leon when he decided to return to Vagen to join the resistance fighters?
Mm-hmm.
These combat scenes, are they of the liberation of Vagen?
Before, during resistance.
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Lenny, right?
Yes, Lenny, my sister.
I knew Lenny was a resistance fighter, but she never told me she fought alongside Leon, let alone you. She even went as far as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
Time to check on Lenny. Come, Kate Walker.
This sketchbook, I think it was Leon's.
It is a little bit bizarre. Yeah, this is the same one. Oh, but there is some extra info here.
Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess.
Huh. So they put him on a resistance poster? Interesting choice. Huh. It is fitting that they made the all of the posters to look more human.
These must be plans for secret operations. Must have been some kind of a headquarters here. Maybe for local resistance fighters such as Leon and his group. This symbol looks like a warning. Some kind of map. Looks like the Devil Pass to me. Could all those marks indicate where the Gorons searched for Leon's body?
Okay, it seems like I needed that.
Detonating wire, just like in the old movies. So much happened to the Gorun since Leon found him in Baltayar. What a life he had. But there are still so many gray areas. I need to learn more from Demoiselle Lenny now.
Ah, Fräulein. I knew you would be back eventually. Judging by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
We have. And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it, huh? But you already know that. Don't you, Fräulein?
I want to understand Demoiselle Lenny. I'd like to understand why you didn't tell me about Leon's death, about fighting with him in the Resistance, and about the Gore, and about Mr. Ludwig. It would have saved us both so much time and effort.
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig.
Lenny.
Still, I suppose it doesn't matter now. Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What are you talking about?
It was the best years of my life. Joining the Resistance, unlike my coward of a father, and fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got back from Baltayar with Ludwig. It gave me purpose.
I mean, I can understand the whole part of not telling Kate that she lives with a Yeti. I don't think she would really, like,
Leon was a
understand.
terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing.
Jealousy.
I knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late. That Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms. So, I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end. And that's when Dana fell from the sky. Literally.
Yes, they did say that they were going to drop her.
Dana was sent by London, right? To oversee that operation led by your resistance network? The exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. But Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself.
Stop pointing the gun at him.
You should have seen them, Fräulein. It was as if they had never left each other.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya, who knows?
In Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe. But it was to be just another broken dream.
Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs. Leon's drawing book. I recognize the mountains of Vagen in these drawings. Leon must have drawn them during his expeditions in the region. These drawings date from the summer we met, when I worked here. These landscapes don't look like they're from the Vagen region. Leon must have done these drawings when he was in Baltayar with the Origin expedition. This is a drawing of the Gorons.
Okay,
One of Leon's paintings. He did one of me posing on the terrace that summer when we met. He even gave me the painting so I would think of him when he was in Baltayar. I expect it got destroyed by the Brown Shadow when they pillaged Papa's gallery.
okay. This will be enough for now because I need to like do the dinner stuff. But yeah, the game is fun and I'm probably gonna finish it next time I stream, which probably ain't gonna be tomorrow, but we'll see. In any case, thank you very much for hanging out, and yeah, I'm looking forward to how this is gonna finish. Overall, like, I don't think this game can pull off anything to, like, ruin my opinion of it anymore at this point. Cause, like, with the game that I'm not, the game that we're not speaking of, the one that came before this one, it's like the overall experience was like middling, just middling, and also somewhat disturbing because of bad animation and shit like that. And also just like bad storytelling, lots of plot holes, shit like that, and bad controls and like ugly graphics for considering the times that it came, even the times before it. But like the end was like really just like the most disgusting thing they could have done for a game that was 10 years overdue for release. But and it was like a no, we never did. We never did. I do have the game that I'm not going to mention. It's an awful game. It really is. I could probably cover it sometime, but it's going to be like a rant through mostly because it's like at best it's average-ish with some nice moments sprinkled there and there. But like overall the ending is just off, like one of the most awful things, just terrible, disgusting. But yeah, it's like there isn't, with everything that this game has offered so far, which has just been like pretty graphics, stellar cutscenes, voice acting, very intuitive. Except for walking, but the puzzles are very intuitive. You could say they're easy, and you would be correct, but also they're fun to do and not overly complicated. And I only ever needed to look up a walkthrough once, and it was completely on me because I did not assume that all of the things should have been on France, even though that it said that. But yeah, stellar graphics, stellar voice acting, fun gameplay, difficult to put down, and also just like, in general, enjoyable. It's fun. It's not like with the third one where playing through it felt like a chore. Oh no, I said the name of the game that I said that I'm never gonna say. Oh well, I guess we're gonna have to play it now. But yeah, so far really good game. Totally recommend on the discount. It can't do anything at this point to like ruin my opinion. It's like the best, like the way that they did it with like the past and present stuff. It very much feels like they wanted to sort of combine the experience of Syberia 1 and Syberia 2 in the best of ways, with like having both really pretty like European architecture from the olden days, as well as beautiful nature and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just like they nailed it. They really nailed it. But yeah, dinner. Thank you very